What is going on, guys? It is Constable Chen coming back at you with another Madden 17 video. Today we are doing my last team rebuild, Dallas Cowboys. They are the 32nd team I'm going to be doing after this. I've completed every team in the league. I'm still going to be doing rebuilds after. There's a lot of cool challenges you guys requested, which I will be doing. But I just wanted to get the Cowboys out of the way so I could say I've done all the teams in the league. So let's take a look at our team, and then we will start doing some trades. So Tony Romo, I'm definitely going to be trading. I am a fan of Tony Romo, but he's not our long-term answer here. I am going to be playing Dak Prescott, and he'll probably be our starter for the distant future. Ezekiel Elliott, definitely going to be keeping him, obviously. He's a monster. I think I saw a thing on Instagram. He's got like more rushing yards than 24 teams in the NFL just by himself. Alfred Morris, Darren McFadden, probably get rid of them if they have any sort of trade value. Wide receivers, Des Bryant, throw up the X, Oklahoma State. Terrence Williams, probably going to be trading him. I want to get another good wide receiver in here to play alongside Des Bryant. Cole Beasley in the slot, I'm fine with that. I might look for a younger guy. Beasley's 27, so we'll see about that. O-line, the best in the league. I'm not going to be changing anything on the O-line besides Doug Free. Going to be trading him. How old is he? 32. So basically, maybe get like Lane Johnson or Mewhort or just someone ridiculous and put him at right tackle. So I'll be making my O-line ridiculous. Jason Witten, longtime Cowboy at the University of Tennessee. I'll be trading him as well too. He's 34 years old. So basically, my plan on offense is this kind of just filtering out those old guys and getting some better young players there, and my offense is going to be very good for year one, but on defense I'm basically going to be tearing it apart. I think the only players I'm going to be keeping are DeMarcus Lawrence at left end, Randy Gregory at right end, Byron Jones at free safety, and Jalen Smith at middle linebacker, and probably going to be trading the rest of the guys. I know Sean Lee's good, but he's 30 years old, so I'll be getting rid of him. Orlando Scandrick, he's like 29 or something. And everyone else I really just don't care about. Brandon Carr, straight up sucks. Never left Kansas City. And, Church is old as hell. Durant's old. So basically I almost have to redo this whole defense. Offense is basically going to stay put besides right tackle and tight end and maybe a wideout. And then we should be good there. So I'm going to start building this offense. We'll start with the offense, then work on that dreaded defense. So we're kicking things off by trading Tony Romo, free safety Heath, and a third rounder this year for Cleveland for 2 first rounders, one this year and one next year. Alfred Morris, Doug Free, and Justin Durant for Leonard Williams. Yeah, pretty good trade. So looks like I'm going to be having 2 of the best young linebackers in the league. Todd Gurley, welcome to the team. Traded Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley, and a 4th round pick. So very good 1-2 punch. Orlando Scandrick, Ronald Leary, and a first rounder, my first rounder this year for DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver, Houston Texans. Kyle Wilbur and a 6th rounder is going to the Colts in exchange for Mewhort, left guard, but he will be playing right tackle on this team. Kind of surprised this went through. Jason Witten straight up for Martavis Bryant, so I got 3 very good receivers for Dak Prescott to throw to. Butler and Whitehead and a 3rd next year is going to Pittsburgh for Ryan Shazier, coming back for his 32nd and final rebuild. Brandon Carr, Maurice Claiborne, and Barry Church, I believe his name is, for Chicago's 1st round pick this year. So we got J.J. Wilcox, Anthony Hitchens, and my 2nd this year going to the 49ers for 2 years worth of 1st round picks. Got 2 more first rounders from the Colts. Trade them Rolando McClain, Gatchkar, and a 7th rounder this year. Todd Crawford and 2 shitty cornerbacks I had are going to Arizona for Deion Buchanan, 81 overall middle linebacker, but I'm switching him to strong safety, and he will be a 90 overall. So McLean, Thornton, and one of my first rounders this year, I think that's the Colts' 1st round pick, is going for Tyler Eifert from the Cincinnati Bengals, a 90 overall tight end. All right, so I'm done trading. So this is what the team's going to be looking like heading into year one. Very good offensive line. I just added Muhort, so that's good. Eifert at tight end. Wide receivers added Martavis Bryant, DeAndre Hopkins. Also saw Sammy Coates. I guess the Steelers cut him, so I picked him up as well. He'll be number 4. 2 good running backs: Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, Dak Prescott at quarterback. So my offense, I'd say, probably the best I've ever seen for a year one team. Defensively, cornerbacks are definitely a big weak spot. All these guys I picked up from free agency. Quan Williams is the best corner I have. Randy Gregory, Leonard Williams. What's his first name? Malik Collins, I believe. Yeah, he's a rookie out of Nebraska. And DeMarcus Lawrence. D-line's actually half decent. I was trying to trade Sean Lee. I'm thinking on just waiting till the offseason. I think it might be easier to do then. So Sean Lee, Jalen Smith, and Ryan Shazier are my linebackers. So that's good. And my safeties are good too with Byron Jones and Dayon Buchanan. So the team's actually very good. I think we're probably going to make the playoffs, I'd guess, in year one. I probably just jinxed it there. But we are going to sim to the midseason mark, and we will see who we have to re-sign. At the midseason point, we are 4-3. I think we're better than a 4-3 team, but we are starting a rookie quarterback. He's still got to get his feet wet in the NFL, and our cornerback straight up sucks. So they're probably just getting burnt for big plays. So let's check re-signing here. I see Darren McFadden's face. He's definitely not coming back. Gavin Esquire, no. Ryan Davis, no. Kellen Moore, Mark Sanchez, hell no. None of these guys I'm remotely worried about. So I'm going to do a little bit of scouting, but we will pick it up with you guys in the playoffs. So look, we actually made the wild card 10-6. We played the 8-8 Packers. Dak Prescott, 72,000 XP. So I'm guessing you want a couple of words. We'll take a look at that after. Jalen Smith, 37,000. So that's going to be pretty nice to spend in just a little bit. But let's take a look at some stats, and then we'll take a look at some awards. So Dak Prescott, 4,644 yards, 33 touchdowns, 15 picks as a rookie. Very good year for him. Rushing, Ezekiel Elliott, 1,113 yards, 4 touchdowns. Todd Gurley, 308 yards and 11 touchdowns. Receiving, DeAndre Hopkins, 101 receptions for 1,365 yards and 11 touchdowns. Dez Bryant, 89 receptions for 1,181 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Tyler Eifert had 73 catches for 788 and 8 touchdowns. And Martavis Bryant had 72 receptions for 963 and 6 touchdowns. Defense, Ryan Shazier led the way with 146 tackles. Jalen Smith had 132 as a rookie. Tackles for loss was Leonard Williams with 10, and quarterback sacks was also Leonard Williams with 14. Randy Gregory had 11.5, and DeMarcus Lawrence had 10, and Malik Collins had 7 as a rookie. Interceptions was Byron Jones. So let's take a look at some awards here. 73,000 XP for Dak Prescott, so I'm guessing he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. So Alex Smith was MVP, actually. Wow. Jamal Charles, Chiefs must have done very good this year. Andy Reid, Coach of the Year. The Chiefs went 13-3. So good year by my Kansas City Chiefs. What are we, I guess, for NFC? NFC, Offensive Player of the Year. Cam Newton, Prescott was number 2. Defensive Player was Brandon Graham. Pernell McPhee. Ryan Shazier was number 3. Offensive Rookie, obviously Dak Prescott won that. Elliott was number 3 on the list. Defensive rookie was Jalen Smith, so that's why he's got a lot of XP. Malik Collins was number 6. Best quarterback, Dak Prescott. Very good. Best running back, Ryan Matthews. Best wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. Walked away with that. Best O-line, Zach Martin. Tyrone Smith. Best D-line is Cameron Jordan. What did we have any on the list? Leonard Williams was number 7. Best linebacker, Pernell McPhee. Ryan Shazier is number 8. Best defensive back, Clinton Dix. And best kicker was Matt Prater. So I'm going to spend this player XP. I'm sure Dak Prescott will skyrocket overall. And then I will show you guys that. And then we will jump into this wildcard game against the Green Bay Packers. So after spending this XP, Dak Prescott, he's an 87 with a +2 boost. So he's an 89 right now. So I also boosted him up to a superstar development. He went from a normal to a quick. And then I just had to buy the superstar. So that's what he is right now. So the future's looking bright here in Dallas. Got two superstar running backs with Elliott and Gurley. 2 of my favorites in the league for sure. Hopkins, Bryant, and Dez Bryant. Probably the best wide receiver trio in the league, maybe. Tyler Eifert, very good tight end, 94 overall. O-line, best in the league. Smith, 95. Collins, 81. Frederick, 92. Zach Martin, 95. And Muhortz, an 88. So that's looking pretty good. Defensively, it's getting a little bit better. Demarcus Lawrence is an 83. Lee Collins, 76. Leonard Williams went up to a 90. Randy Gregory to a 79. Ryan Shazier is an 88. Jalen Smith, he had like 37,000 XP, but I spent it on Superstar Div and the rest on like Awareness and Play Rec. So I probably could have got him higher if I didn't spend like 15K on Superstar Div, but now he's got Superstar Div for the future. Sean Lee stayed at a 90. I'm probably going to be trading him after this season. Buchanan is a 90. Jones is a 85. And Quan Williams, I think, went from a 76 to a 78. I might actually re-sign Quan Williams at the end of the year because he's actually half decent. So that's what the team's looking like in the playoffs. We play 8-8 Packers. If we win, that's great. If we lose, I'm fine with that too. So let's jump into this game and see how we do. So we are underway in this wild card game. We are playing in Lambeau Field. Looks like we are winning 17-3 just before halftime. I add another field goal. We enter halftime with the lead. Coming out of it, a little back and forth action. I add a touchdown. They get a touchdown, and that is probably going to do her here from Lambeau Field. And we are actually moving on to the divisional in year one. I don't think I've ever did that in year one, but this team's obviously very good. It's not really a rebuild. I'm just reloading kind of thing. So we will see you guys in the divisional. So we are playing in Seattle. They went 10-6. They are rated 89 overall, and we are also 89 overall. So it should be a pretty good matchup. Two good quarterbacks in this game, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson. We'll see who is victorious. Looks like we have a 3-point lead. And looks like we run the clock out, and we are actually moving on. We beat Russell Wilson and the very good Seattle Seahawks, but we are moving on to the conference here in year one with Dallas, and we will see you guys there. Alright, it is a snowy game here in New York. I love playing in the snow. I hate playing in the rain, but I love playing in the snow. So we play the 12-4 New York Giants. They are 82 overall. We are 89. The Giants, they have some good players at positions, but they also have a lot of holes. Like, at one position might be good, but you just go over to the next one, and it's totally shit. So I think we're a pretty well-balanced team. And wow, we won. On to the Super Bowl in year one. I'm pretty pumped. We might be getting 3 in a row here this year, next year, and in year 3. So that would be a good way to end my rebuilds. So we will see you guys in the Super Bowl. Alright, we are underway in the Super Bowl. I'm not sure where this is played. This might be in Minneapolis in their new stadium. But we play the 11-5 Cincinnati Bengals. They're 86 overall. I think they're definitely a bigger threat than that Giants team we just played. And looks like this is going to be a close game. It's back and forth. Oh, no. Come on, get some points. Get some points. Oh, we are 3 points away from tying it. But Cincinnati is just going to squeak out a win against this Dallas team. But I'm pretty proud of this team. I made the Super Bowl in year one, which I've never done. Never made it this far in a year one. So year 2 and year 3 are going to be looking pretty bright. I'm pretty sure I could go back-to-back once I bring in some players at some holes. We should be in good shape. So I'm just going to sim probably to the draft. But if there's someone interesting in free agency that I might pick up, then we'll pick it up there. But if not, we'll go to the draft. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. In the draft, we have picks number 2, 3, and 7. And then we have a 7th rounder, which I'm not too worried about. So with this pick, I'm going to go Kadarius Borrell, a cornerback out of Stanford. Well, he's only 21 years old. Seems like every second player is out of Stanford or Miami or Louisville in this game. So let's take him. 81 with the superstar div. This is a good pick. At number 3, I'm going to go wide receiver Kadarius Moroncola out of Pitt, 22 years old. I don't think I've ever seen a receiver with a spec catch and then an A- catch in traffic and a B+ route running. So I'm sure this guy's going to be pretty good. So let's take him. And he is a 78 with a normal development, so still pretty good. And with my last first rounder and my last pick this draft, I'm going to go Maxi Curry, outside linebacker out of Nebraska. Very, very good combine. Basically finished first in everything besides the 40. which is good. Good top 3 skills. He's a 3-4 pass rusher, so if he's good, I'll move him to defensive end. And he is a 79 with a superstar, so he will be playing defensive end on my team. So now we will sim to the end of the draft, and then we'll just skip right to year 2 and get it underway. So we are kicking off year 2 with a big trade here. I picked up Micah Hyde and Jelani Jenkins in free agency in the offseason. So I'm trading them away. I basically just picked them up for trade bait for moments like right now. So I also threw in a second this year. Got Aaron Donald, a 99 overall defensive tackle. No big trade for a big player. Desmond Trufant is coming to the ball club. 95 overall corner. Usually I don't go all out till year 3, but my last rebuild, I want to win back-to-back Super Bowls. It would have been sweet if I won this last year, so I could probably maybe even win 3 in a row. That'd be pretty sweet. But Trufant's coming to the team. I gave him Sean Lee, Quan Williams, and a first-round pick this year. Gregory, I traded away a 5th and a 6th this year as well for Ronald Darby, cornerback from Buffalo. So now I got 3 good corners on my team. Malik Collins and a 7th rounder are going to Atlanta in exchange for Deion Jones. He was a rookie last year, middle linebacker, probably be playing outside linebacker on my team. So we might as well just get a good fullback on our team. Jalston Fowler from the Titans. I gave him just my fullback. He was 64, a 4th rounder, and a 6th rounder next year. I'm also trading for Marquette King. He's got a straight cannon for a leg. I think it's 98 kick power. Traded my punter Jones, a 4th and a 5th rounder next year. So I might go after a pretty good kicker, but Bailey is actually a good kicker, so I'm probably going to keep him there. So the team heading into year 2, definitely a big upgrade from last year. If we made the Super Bowl with the team we had last year and lost by 3 points, we should definitely have no problem winning the Super Bowl this year. So I still got to sign some free agents, so we'll do that after, but we will pick it up at the midseason mark. So at the midseason point of year 2, we are 7-0-1, so very good. So let's take a look at re-signings. I'm sure there are going to be some big ones. So Aaron Donald, DeAndre Hopkins, Desmond Trufant, Tyler Eifert, Zach Martin, Dayon Buchanan, Jack Newhart, Ryan Shazier, Martavis Bryant, and DeMarcus Lawrence, and Collins, and really that's all we have to worry about. So let's start with Aaron Donald at the top here. So we were able to re-sign everybody except DeMarcus Lawrence and Collins. As you can see, when I click on him, instead of giving him $39 million, I can only afford $9.65. So salary cap, I cannot afford these 2 players, and they unfortunately will have to go to free agency. But even without them, my team is still pretty good. So I went another week. We won that game, so we are 8-0-1 in week 11. So I'm gonna do a little bit of scouting, and then we will pick it up in the playoffs. So in the divisional round, we are 12-13-1 to finish the year. We play the 9-6-1 Seahawks. So Dak Prescott has 83,000 XP to spend. Ezekiel Elliott 45,000. Defense, Leonard Williams 22,000. What else? My rookie corner has 17K. So very good year. A lot of players are going to be going up in overall. So I will do that after, but let's see where Prescott got this XP from. And guessing he was MVP after this. Dak Prescott, 5,111 yards passing, 48 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. Very, very good year from him. Ezekiel Elliott had 1,416 yards, 17 touchdowns. Todd Gurley, 437 and 9 touchdowns receiving. Des Bryant had 100 receptions for 1,163 yards and 8 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins had 84 catches for 1,153 yards and 15 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, 83 catches for 1,136 yards and 9 touchdowns. So my trio at wide receiver all had over 1,100 yards. And Tyler Eifert had 63 catches for 709 yards and 7 touchdowns. On defense, Ryan Shazier led the way with 131 tackles. Tackles for loss was Aaron Donald with 16. Quarterback sacks was Maxi Curry, my rookie, with 11. DeMarcus Lawrence had 10.5. Leonard Williams had 8.5, and Aaron Donald had 6.5. Interceptions was Dayon Buchanan with 6. So awards, I think Dak Prescott is going to run away with mostly everything. MVP, Prescott, Coach of the Year, Marvin Lewis. And then Offensive player of the year in the NFC, Dak Prescott. Defensive player, Cameron Jordan. Jalen Smith with number 2. Rookie, did I have any rookie offensive players? Yes, my wide receiver, who was 5th. I'm not sure how. I don't think he even caught a pass. My corner was 2nd on the list for rookie. Best quarterback, Dak Prescott. Best running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Best wide receiver, Brandon Cooks. Best O-line, Smith. Best D-line was Cameron Jordan. Best linebacker, Clay Matthews. Best defensive back, Sam Shields. And best kicker was Mason Crosby. A lot of Packers there to end it. So I think Dak Prescott basically won everything there is to win that he could have won. So I'm going to spend this player XP. I'll show you who went up in overall, and then we'll jump into the playoffs. After spending player XP, Dak Prescott, 99 overall, 2-year pro, 99 short accuracy, 99 mid, and a 91 deep. With a +2, it's a 93. His awareness is a 99 as well. And he has superstar development, so he is a god. Ezekiel Elliott is a 90. With a +1, he is a 91. Todd Gurley is an 86. This team's unreal. Fowler, 87. DeAndre Hopkins, 99. Martavis Bryant, 85. Des Bryant is a 93. Tyler Eifert, 96. Smith, 97. Collins, 82. Frederick, 92. Zach Martin, 95. Mewhort, 88. On the defensive side of the ball, DeMarcus Lawrence is an 85. Leonard Williams, 94. Aaron Donald, 99. And Maxi Curry is an 89. Ryan Shazier, 90. Jalen Smith, 86. And Deion Jones, 84. Deion Buchanan, 92. Byron Jones, 85. Desmond Trufant, 95. Borrell, my rookie, is an 85. And Ronald Darby is a 87. Kicker, really don't care about that. But they're Bailey and Marquette King are very good. So, I don't even know what my weakness is on my team. It's pretty good all the way around, everywhere. So we'll jump into this game with the Seahawks. We beat them last playoffs. I'm sure we will do the same, and we will see you guys in the game. So in the second half of play, it's actually a pretty close game. I'm getting a lot of field goals instead of converting for touchdowns. But looks like we are going to walk away with a victory, and we will be playing in the conference yet again. We're in the conference. Nothing like a snowy game in Lambeau Field. It just feels right. So we play the Packers, who also finished 12-3-1, just like us. They are 88 overall compared to our 96 overall. And looks like Aaron Rodgers is having the best of me here, but I tie the game up heading into the fourth quarter. I get another touchdown, and I get the ball back, and I run the clock out. And we are going to walk away in Lambeau Field with a win, and we are heading to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. All right, in year 2, I think now we're playing in Minneapolis. I'm not sure where we were last year, but we play the 10-6 Pittsburgh Steelers. They're 86 overall. I do have 2 of their players, Ryan Shazier and Martavis Bryant, so they are playing their old team, and looks like I'm totally dominating them, and hopefully they don't come back in the fourth quarter, but I highly doubt it, and looks like we're probably going to be winning this Super Bowl in year 2 with Dallas, and we are going to be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. And looks like my Super Bowl MVP is Ezekiel Elliott, 34 carries, a $191, and 3 touchdowns. So very good game by him. Good season by the Cowboys in year 2. So hopefully we can go back-to-back in year 3. Unfortunately, well, I do have a lot of good guys on my team, but unfortunately I couldn't bring back Lael Collins at left guard and DeMarcus Lawrence at right end. So I'm not sure what my salary cap is right now. It kind of goes up and down. I'm not sure really. I really don't understand it that much. So I might be able to afford him in free agency. I'm not too sure how it works. But we will be heading on to the offseason and preparing, or reloading really, for year 3 and making another run at the Super Bowl. So I will pick it up either in free agency or the draft. So we're here in the draft. I pick number 1, number 6, and number 17 in the first round, and that's all I have. If I needed a quarterback, I'd definitely go after Mitchell Sazenbacher out of Ohio State. A throw power, A- short, B mid. But since I lost Collins at left guard and Lawrence at left end, I kind of want to just fill those holes and just plug in some players and just keep on winning. So I think I might pick this center and just move him to left guard. In the combine, he finished 3 out of 6. He finished first in the combine. Combine report was 6.3. Pass blocking is a B, run block B minus, and his impact is a C plus. So those are the 3 things you definitely want to see as his top 3 skills. So let's take this guy, and he is a 76 overall center. Pretty decent pick. And at number 6, we're going to go Mike Rotten out of Wisconsin. Very good combine. Combine grade was a 7.4, which is high for a linebacker. Top 3 skills are very good. So let's take this player. He is a 79 with a normal development. And then with my last first rounder, I'm going to draft this Sean Eubanks. I'm going to try to trade for the next first rounder because that quarterback's still available. I just want to draft him just because he looks pretty good. So let's take this player. If he's good, he'll probably be playing defensive end for me. Sean Eubanks, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. And he's a 77, so pretty decent. So I got the Saints first rounder this year. It's a 19th overall pick. I picked up Trent Murphy in free agency because I was going to move him to defensive end, but I drafted one that's going to be playing defensive end and threw in a third rounder next year. So I'm going to pick this quarterback and see if he's any good. So this quarterback's top 3 skills makes me believe he will be pretty good in this league. So let's take him. And he is a 78 with only a normal development. I thought he'd be a superstar for sure, but he'll be a pretty good backup. I don't play with injuries, so he probably won't even start. But whatever. I just wanted to see for myself. So we'll sim to the end of the draft, and then we'll kick off year 3. So this is the team heading into year 3. I didn't make any trades. I'm just going to play with what I got. They're still very good. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford bringing back La'el Collins at left guard, so I drafted this Whitley, I should say. He was a center, moved into left guard, so he's a 77. Also picked up Zach Fulton in free agency. I'm not sure why he was a center. I think the Chiefs have him at guard, but I don't know. But I picked him up, so he'll be backing him up. So I'll plug that hole. And for losing DeMarcus Lawrence, I drafted Eubanks in the first round this year. So the team is still pretty good. It's still, for the most part, intact beside those 2 players. So we should be good for another playoff run. So I'm not going to go to the midseason. We'll sim right to the playoffs, and we will check out stats and awards, and then we will head on to the Super Bowl, hopefully. So apparently Collins and DeMarcus Lawrence are the 2 players on the Dallas Cowboys that hold things together, because in year 3 I missed the playoffs. How does this team that you're looking at right now miss the playoffs? Like, look at this D-line. Look at the linebackers. Safeties. Desmond Trufant. I got Darby's at 87. Borrell's at 89. Like, we went 9-7. The Giants were 11-5, and the Eagles were 10-6. So I gotta take a look at the schedule and see how badly I lost by. So it looks like all my losses were very close. Like week 1, I lost by 7. Week 6, I lost by a field goal. Then week 10 was 4 points. Jaguars actually beat me pretty good there. Same with the Seahawks. I got whooped by the Seahawks. Buccaneers, I lost by 3. Same with the Panthers. I lost by 3. So we went 9-7. Wasn't good enough for the playoffs. I don't even know how. I thought there was like a 15-1 team. That's what I was kind of guessing was going to happen. But let's take a look at some stats. I'm not going to do another year. I already won a Super Bowl. We made the Super Bowl in year 1, but we lost, and then we ended up winning in year 2. And then year 3, we didn't even make the playoffs. So I kind of got it backwards. Usually I don't make the playoffs year 1. And then maybe make the playoffs in year 2, and then year 3 win the Super Bowl. But it was ass backwards in this Dallas Cowboys franchise. That's just Madden sim for you. You really never know what's going to happen. Even when you have a good team, you just never know. So Dak Prescott, 4,757 yards, 31 touchdowns, 12 picks. Rushing, Ezekiel Elliott, 1,443 yards, 9 touchdowns. Todd Gurley had 281 and 11 touchdowns. Receiving, DeAndre Hopkins, 99 catches, 1,381 yards, 12 touchdowns. Dez Bryant, 89 catches, 974 and 7 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant had 896 and 6 touchdowns. And Tyler Eifert, 759 and 2 touchdowns on the defensive side. Jalen Smith, 127 tackles. Quarterback sacks was Leonard Williams with 11.5, Maxi Curry with 8.5, Aaron Donald was 7.5, and my rookie Sean Eubanks had 3. So that's kind of disappointing. Usually you win the Super Bowl in year 3, but that's not the case. I would have liked to go back-to-back, but too bad, so sad. So that's going to do it for this Dallas Cowboys rebuild. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all my rebuilds. So if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, I really would appreciate it. I'm still going to be doing rebuilds. You guys are commenting some good ideas. Keep on commenting on stuff you want to see. I have a list written out on future rebuilds I'm going to be doing. So I appreciate the comments, guys. Keep them up, and we will see you in the next rebuild. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.